What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk to you about Trump's new tax bill and what that means for Lucid, Rivian, EVs in general. So I want to go over all the things that you need to know, but first make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So there was a lot of articles coming out over the last 24 hours bringing up what the whole tax bill does mean for EVs. And I think that a lot of which came to light because of an analyst from BNP. And even on Thursday, you saw 211 million shares being traded and a lot of institutional transactions as well. So big money was loading the boat on Lucid. I think it was hard to distinguish whether institutions liked Lucid's Q2 numbers that they put out, or clearly because of the whole tax bill. But nonetheless, you do see a lot of big transactions on both the secondary market, such as here, 1.7, 3.6, as well as the dark pool. So 13.9, so institutions are definitely loading up. 3.2, 1.4, and many others. So a lot of institutions were loading the boat with Lucid. And ultimately, like I said, a lot of articles are coming out. So I kind of took a lot of this information, made it into a easy to kind of see format. So I wanted to kind of go over all this with you. So as I highlighted, a analyst from BNP was kind of the one that brought this up to light and ultimately said that, hey, Rivian and Lucid are going to stand to benefit from this because based on this new bill, car companies that sold more than 200,000 between 2009 and 2025 do not qualify. So AKA Tesla. And so on this new bill, though, the 7,500 tax credit is going to end September the 30th. And honestly, the fact that Lucid and Rivian did move up higher on Thursday clearly shows that the broader market believed exactly what I thought, that the EV tax credits, the 7,500 EV tax credits, were quashed. And I remember even a lot of articles bringing up saying that Trump put a deadline, I think it was the end of April if I remember correctly, that you needed to qualify. And this is why a lot of, like for instance, Lucid had a very specific push, and it was associated to leasing. So yeah, it's definitely, I think this was more of a surprise. So hopefully that analyst from BNP is correct, because if not, then the market will be in for another negative surprise. But nonetheless, based on this and Tesla not necessarily qualifying for this, that for face value is very beneficial to Rivian and also Lucid. A couple of things as well I do want to bring up is for face value, a lot of Rivian vehicles don't qualify because of their battery materials, where it's sourced. And again, I think that is also something that Lucid's done very well over the last couple of years, is sourcing a lot of their battery materials and just materials in general from the States. So I think that's definitely a good thing. One thing I do want to bring up though is they bring up the whole loophole type of thing, and that's how Lucid actually was able to always qualify for this 7,500 EV tax credit, because their vehicles are unfortunately above the threshold, so too expensive. But again, because of even what I highlighted, there's that leasing loophole that Rivian and also Lucid were able to take kind of part of. I highlighted in red right here, so Lucid vehicles do qualify for the 7,500 EV tax credit. So I think this article, and as well just a lot of other articles, have some wrong information. This is why I wanted to kind of as well bring this up. Not everything does qualify. So I think someone might see this and say, hey, I'm going to go buy a Lucid. Lucid only does qualify still through that loophole. And so that's how customers will be able to get that 7,500 credit, obviously through leasing. For face value, Lucid's vehicles are still above the threshold, so those thresholds still stand. So I do believe that they are set at, what was it, 80,000 for trucks and SUVs, and I can't remember what it was for sedans and vehicles, general vehicles. So nonetheless, though, I think this is very positive stuff, new information, at least to me, and clearly the broader market institutions as well, because I was, like I said, under the impression that these 7,500 tax credits are off the table. So even more reason why Lucid really needs to get their ass in gear and pretty much push leasing as best as they can up until September the 30th, because in reality, given of course what they've done up until the present for production and also deliveries, in order for them to hit their 20,000, they really need to get, like I said, their ass in gear for Q3 and Q4. And this might potentially be the saving grace, because Lucid's always been able to conjure up somehow magical strength in Q4 and just double production for whatever reason. I don't know why they don't have that magical kind of momentum throughout the rest of the year, but somehow they're able to do it in Q4. Because of this could really help them in Q3. So let me know your general thoughts on this. Are you as surprised as I was about seeing that Lucid does essentially still qualify for that 7,500 credit, or did you already know this? Were you kind of ahead of the game? What's your general thoughts on all of that? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. One final thing, happy 4th of July, Independence Day to all the Americans out there. Have a lot of fireworks, drink, do what you need to do, enjoy life. Unfortunately, the market's closed, but it is what it is. Just have a good old day, and as well a weekend. Stay tuned for my weekend video where I go over some expectations for this upcoming week. So with all that said, appreciate all of you watching.